Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to this week's math lesson. As you can see, we are continuing to learn how to count money. Our learning intentions for the week are: I will learn how to count a collection of coins such as pennies, nickels, and dimes by skip counting by twos, fives, and tens. I will learn how to write the value of coins using a number and the cent sign or symbol. Remember, the word value means how much the coin is worth. The success criteria for this week is: I can use hairy money to count a collection of pennies, nickels, and dimes. I can write the value of coins using a number and cent sign or symbol. And I can skip count by twos, fives, and tens to count coins. Remember, you want to be able to say that you can do all of these things by the end of our lesson. It is important that you know how to count money because we use money every day to buy the things that we want and need. When you want a new doll, when you want a new video game system, when you need food, or when you need gas, when you want a snack from a vending machine, or when you want gum from a gumball machine, or when you need new clothes, you have to have money to buy those things. So that's why it is important that you know how to count money. Let's review the coins. Penny, penny, easily spent, copper brown and worth 1 cent. Remember, a penny is brown in color and it is worth 1 cent. Nickel, nickel, thick and fat, worth 5 cents. I know that. So a nickel is a little bit bigger than a penny. It's also silver and it's worth 5 cents. Dime, dime, little and thin, I remember you're worth 10. Notice that the dime is smaller than a nickel and penny, but it is worth more, or its value is greater. It is worth 10 cents. Remember, when you are writing the value of coins, you want to write the number and the cent sign. And the cent sign is the letter C with a line going down the middle. The strategy that you have learned when counting money is called hairy money. Remember, hairy money is when we give a hair to each coin except for the penny. The penny gets a dot at the top, and that dot is worth 1 cent because that's the value of a penny. A nickel gets 1 hair because it is worth 5 cents. A dime will always get 2 hairs because it is worth 10 cents. And when we skip count by fives, we count 5, 10. A quarter and half dollar are the coins that we're not going to be counting, but you still want to know the value of those coins. A quarter is worth 25 cents and a half dollar is worth 50 cents. So let's practice counting money. So before we actually count some collections of coins, let's take a look at the coins to make sure that we can identify them or recognize which coin is which. So this coin looks little and thin, so I would say that it is a dime. And because it is a dime, I know that it's going to get 2 hairs. And each of those hairs is 5 cents. So I count 5, 10. So my dime is worth 10 cents. I write the value by writing the number 10 and the cent symbol. I know this coin is a little bit thicker and it looks fat, so I would say this is a nickel. A nickel will get 1 hair when I'm using hairy money to count the coins. And when I write the value, I write 5 with the symbol percent. And then I have this coin here. We all know that this is a penny and it doesn't get any hairs, but it does get a dot and it is worth 1 cent. So, what is the total value of these collections of coins that I have? Well, let's take a look at them. Here's my first collection. In this collection, I have 2 dimes, 1 nickel, and 3 pennies. When you are counting coins, I would recommend that you always start with the coins with the greatest value. It makes it much easier to count. So let's try to count these coins using our hairy money strategy. So because I have a dime, it gets 2 hairs. Here's another dime, so it gets 2 hairs. Here's a nickel, and it gets 1 hair. And then I have 3 pennies that gets dots. Now, when I count these, I'm going to continue counting by 5. I'm not going to start over for each coin. I'm going to keep counting by 5 as I'm counting along. So my first coin gets 5, 10. My next coin, which is a dime, gets 15, 20. So even though it's 5, 10, again, I'm not going to say 5, 10. I'm going to keep counting and say 5, 10, 15, 20. Then this one has one hair, so I'm going to count again 5. So that's going to be 25. And then each penny, I'm going to count one more. So after 25 is 26, and then it's 27, and then it's 28. So when you have 2 dimes, 1 nickel, and 3 pennies, the total value is 28 cents. I write the number 28, I write a letter C with a line down the middle, and that's my cent sign or cent symbol. I can also count this another way. Because I know that each dime is worth 10 cents, I can count by tens. So I can say 10, 20, but then when I get to the nickel, I have to count by fives. So I know when I'm counting by fives, I say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 will be my next one. And then I add 1 after that for each penny. So that's 26, 27, 28. So I still get 28 cents. Let's try another collection. So in this one, we have 2 pennies and 2 dimes. Again, when you are counting, you want to start with the coins that have the greatest value. It doesn't mean it's the biggest coin, but it has the greatest value. So I'm going to count the dimes first. I know my dimes are going to get 2 hairs, and I know each of my pennies is going to get 1 dot. So when I'm counting, I can count 5, 10, 15, 20, and I add 1, 21, and 22. So in this collection, I have 22 cents. Now, can I count this another way? I sure can. Because each dime is 10 cents, I can also skip count by 10. So I can count 10, 20, then 21, and 22. So again, if I count by fives using hairy money, or if I count by tens, I still get 22 cents. Let's take a look at this other collection. In this collection, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 nickels and 2 pennies. So let's count these using hairy money. Remember, each nickel gets 1 hair, and it's 5. And each penny gets a dot, and that's 1. So I'm going to count 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, and 22. Wow, this was also 22 cents. But boys and girls, did you notice that this 22 cents was only 4 coins, but this 22 cents was 6 coins? So even though it looks like this would be more than this collection, they actually are the same because we can exchange or switch coins to make other coins. So what I mean by that is if I have 5 cents, but I only have pennies, I can actually take 5 pennies and that equals a nickel. So boys and girls, this week you are working on learning how to count a collection of coins. Make sure you're using hairy money and do your best.